What's one of the things that we've always struggled with this squad and team in general? Injuries. What have they done to change that? Hello and welcome to the video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, much appreciate it. Liking out the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing let me know like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So one thing that Sheffield Wednesday has been really known for in the past is having injuries that has come from either Middlewood or in games. And we seem to be improving that. We're not seem to have having as many injuries as like we used to. The little minor ones, and they all seem to come in back a little bit. And in the past, we would have had it where there would have been a lot of injuries in a training session, and then we'd be questioning what's going on in training for these injuries. So it seems like we started to see a little bit better situation with it, with Iorfa and Akin in it at the minute from the serious injuries, and Masaba on the comeback as well. And then you've got the likes of Kabachi, Shalaba and Awitwe, who suffered little injury during the season, but they're starting to come back into the fold. And it makes you wonder, what are we doing to change things? And the thing is, Rob Lee has been changing and carefully managing the workload of all the players, and then giving them days off when they needed to let them heal and rest a little bit. And the thing is, one of the things is, I don't think we did that properly in the past, where we've always brought them back. Like Danny Oliver, the volume of running in later season sessions will be decreased in the coming week through the work. The work will remain though. He said, you come to a point where you have to manage them. We now come to a point where we have to reduce the volume on training sessions. In the last third of the season, it's more about keeping them fresh and managing the players. It does not mean we don't train. It is important that we train because we have topics and we have to improve. I said this before, but in these weeks, without a midweek game, these are always helpful for him. And midweek games, he likes not having, he can go more in depth on what he's going to do with the players, work on the set pieces, which we still need a lot of work on, let's be honest. But the fact that we're not having as many long-term injuries as we've had in the past, like Dominic, Iorfa and Atkins were both in games. They were in game. They weren't behind the scenes in a training session. They were in game, which is something that we're not, in one sense, used to. It's used to being something that's happened at the training ground. And I think some of the things that we've made improvements at the training ground helps. And it wouldn't surprise me the next round of improvement to the training ground is to be sat down with the new groundman and say, how does he think he can improve it? Because there's a relationship with the sports science, with the manager, and then with the groundman to see where they can try and fix on it all. Because maybe there's something the groundman can do to help the pitcher to reduce that injury risk as well. So it's a very much teamwork in that sense. And we do seem to be less behind the scenes injury, more just in games. And I want to see us improve on that even more, but that's the kind of thing that comes over time. But do you think we've had less injuries this season than we have in the past? And do you think it's more been in games than it has behind the scenes? But I'm kind of happy with where it's going and how it's improving. I think slowly but surely these things help. Danny got a plan, so Rob Lee, they'll speak together and they'll have a discussion on how to make it better. And I think the more you improve on things like this, the better it's going to be for the club with having to help things, and you're not going to have like mini surgeries and stuff. So I think it got better. I'd like to know your opinion. Let me know in the comment section below.